I think cloud computing, it has definitely empowered us to go live with any of the good cloud providers, and you are not dependent on the OEM, on the hardware deliveries or on the support and all that. So cloud computing has really played a vital role to enhance business. Whatever you want to go live with the whichever roadshow you want to come within, just you require a few days to, and you are live in the market.
Do you think there is more scope when we talk about financial sector these days?
The scope is there in every industry, definitely, but regulators are more monitoring. They are more like thoroughly seeing that what is going in the market, what are the things financial services are doing. So regulatory side, there's a means there is a proper governance happening, and there are lots of reports they periodically ask which you have to submit, and lots of audit also periodically happens. So definitely new technologies are coming. There are always advantage and disadvantage. You have to see the advantage side, and you have to very much securely adapt to the new technologies which will be beneficial to your business as well as to your customers, because AI is the next era. In the next 5 years, AI will Gen AI and AI will play a huge role in business announcement and customer service and other things where we human intervention is not required, and where we can do this more things in an automated way without any human errors. So do one POC, do one project. One project doing will give you an idea inside what it is, and don't get fear that it's a new technology or it's a costly or it's something. But it is not a costly. Definitely there will be a huge ROI if you take 3 years, 5 years plan. So this is what is my suggestion to the fellow CRs.
Hi everyone, welcome to the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and we are back with another episode of our weekly live series. Today we have with us Mr. Tejas Shah. Firstly, Mr. Shah, thank you so much for joining us on this live episode.
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
The pleasure is totally ours. And with that being said, I will take a quick moment to introduce about you, although you need no introduction, but take this opportunity to share a few things about you with our audience today. Well, like I already said, we are excited to have Mr. Tejas Shah. He is the Chief Technology Officer at SSL Limited, a Kalpatru Group company, joining us today. And he has over 27 years of experience in the IT world. He has also played a key role in shaping tech strategies and leading digital transformations, especially in the BFSI sector. He's passionate about making technology work for people, driving innovation while keeping security and business needs at the forefront. From building IT teams from scratch to embracing new technologies like AI and automation, Mr. Shah has always focused on solutions that truly impact businesses as well as their customers. In today's live session, we will be taking a deep dive into his dynamic experience, his journey, his vision about the emerging technologies and the trends that we see today. So stay tuned, and without any further ado, let's begin. Firstly, Mr. Shah, thank you so much. And just like I said, about 27 years of wonderful experience in the IT world and the tech space. How has this journey been? And also, what is one major shift that you have observed in this landscape so far?
One of the major shift means it was a very vast journey, started from scratch, and what I have seen that major shift which completely changed our tech leader in current era is I think cloud computing. It has definitely empowered us to go live with any of the good cloud providers, and you are not dependent on the OEM, on the hardware deliveries or on the support and all that. So cloud computing has really played a vital role to enhance business. Whatever you want to go live with the whichever roadshow you want to come within, just you require a few days to, and you are live in the market, and in the geographical region where you are not present also, you can give access to anybody there also. According to me, cloud computing has played a vital role.
Wonderful. And you've been part of the Kalpatru group, which is like a large organization, as we all know, being, at a leadership role. How do you tailor, how do you curate tech strategies across varied business verticals? How has that been?
So we have definitely different group companies, and I look after two group company. One is SSL, which is into
Correct.
warehousing, and other is Punarvasu Financial Services, which is into the
Yes.
NBFC. So every group has their own critical things to look out of. They have their their own business agenda. So definitely we work in collaboration also, but we find out what are the understanding on our unique things. My business, our business team requires, the regulator in that particular things are required. Then which are the things we want to go centralized, which are the things we don't want to go in a center decentralized in IT, leveraging which are the things which we common platform, like we lots of licensing and other things like email platform, data center services, knox soc, that we have a common platform. So that helps more on collaboration in working. Then which are the things which should be cross vertical collaboration, focus on scalability and flexibility. These are the things which helps us to grow, and this has helped us to work more smoothly also.
Wonderful. And next, moving on, you have led ERP projects and also built IT departments or, the IT sectors from scratch in some of the organizations. So, what has been your most complex challenge? And if you could share a bit about it, any pressing points or, challenges that you've come across?
Yeah, so when I joined in 2017, the first project was a warehouse management system. It was a very big ERP deployment. So that which then, I mean, I did it. It was definitely a huge project which divided into three phase. And in this three phase, involved different stakeholders also, giving them update also. There was a clear communication. What is the current challenges we are facing at class B, class C cities, how the data migration is going, and definitely the training to be given for the new ERP, because the lots of things we automated which was not in the earlier ERP. Then feedback mechanism, that what was the feedback from the team we are getting, that after implementation what are the issues they are facing or what are the hurdles they are facing to go, and then after resolving this and then celebrating the milestone which each team members was involved. So this way the entire this project went very successful. Last 8.5 years we are using successfully, and we are going ahead with that.
Oh, and along these lines, I also understand that you are actively working on emerging technologies like AI and automation. If you could tell us a bit about, or perhaps share any use case on how this has completely transformed the operations at SSL Limited, one of the groups from Kalpataru.
So there are lots of we definitely at Kalpatru we are very much adopting the new technologies which is useful to our business in operational efficiency or in customer servicing or anything. So lots of things we initiated through RPA and AI. So I'll just share, like warehouse is something. In bank you have a currency, and warehouse you have a commodities.
Correct.
And in both the things theft happens, because CCTV, earlier CCTV was like more like a surveillance, and there was a some core team member you used to monitor like 24 by 7 if there is any SOP is not been followed. And but now we have AI based, where you have a perimeter wall. Warehouses are always in outskirt. If there is some animal coming in the midnight or something, that's a common factor. So that's a false alarm. But if there's some human being is coming, then it's a motto is a theft. So that is an instant you get, an you security guard, the warehouse in charge get an instant link with the photo, so you can have a control from your cell phone where you can switch on the lights, or you have a hooter, and you can even call security guard that somebody from the backside is trying to. So this was like a real time. Earlier it was a post-mortem used to happen, what happened yesterday, who had come, then approaching the police. But now you can stop this. This has helped, and there was a huge team for manual monitoring. This was not required. This was the one which was really helpful to us, and it minimizes the theft which was happening all over, because we had a 400 plus warehouses in India. So it was very difficult to monitor them, and this is AI-based CCTV surveillance has helped a lot. And there are lots of other use cases we have done in finance side, like automating government bills and all this, invoice management, then automated digital signatures to all customers, invoice sending through WhatsApp for business and all this. So these are all through we have initiated through RPA. So lots of integration we have done, and it has helped a lot.
Wonderful. And thank you for your wonderful insights, Mr. Shah. And along these lines, I also have another question for you. You have already led the AI and automation space. How do you think these emerging technologies will, impact the financial sector when we talk about the Indian financial market and globally? There's a lot of regulatory bodies coming into the picture. So, what is your vision?
So definitely new technologies are coming. There are lots of technologies are under pipeline with the regulators for approval, and regulators are very strict in
Correct.
finance sector, because there definitely lots of common people monies are involved and lots of huge transaction happens. So BFSI is something where the regulatory are more strict, there are more governance required. So definitely any technology you are doing, you see that you are doing in accordance with the regulatory approval in with there is a proper security roadmap is been followed by you. There is a proper audit happens. There is a proper governance to end to the transactions, and the monitoring happens, because one mistake then entire thing can go from here to there. So when it comes to the financial sector, you require more testing, more thorough technology, more experienced partners to be worked with to get a proper way, because you could not get compromised with any silly mistakes or any some cost saving things you do, and there you do some here and there, and then the security is been which can compromise your entire infrastructure or any applications. So that should be
Right.
very much vigilance on that.
Right, because there's so much of sensitive data when we talk
Yeah,
about, from as basic as a bank account to,
yeah.
large scale information. But like, right from ATM withdrawals to cashless transactions to now having UPIs, there's a lot of innovation that has also happened in between. So do you think there is more scope when we talk about financial sector these days?
The scope is there in every industry, definitely, but regulators are more monitoring. They are more like thoroughly seeing that what is going in the market, what are the things financial services are doing. So regulatory side, as a you means there is a proper governance happening, and there are lots of reports they periodically ask which you have to submit, and lots of audit also periodically happens. So definitely new technologies are coming. There are always advantage and disadvantage. You have to see the advantage side, and you have to very much securely adapt to the new technologies which will be beneficial to your business as well as to your customers.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for being comprehensive about this and sharing your opinion, Mr. Shah. Lastly, for aspiring CTOs today or tech leaders, what is the one mindset shift that you recommend or you think they should that the coming generation needs to make in order to lead the digital transformation in traditional industries or even otherwise in the modern industrial landscape? What are some of the best practices?
So I definitely to my peers CIOs and to the new generation, I just say that there's a new technologies coming every month or
Correct.
every quarter. You just see which is the best according to your business needs, and you do the POC. See, the AI is something which is one of the best. Try out to do one POC. You can definitely after doing POC involve the business teams, and you will see the difference in that, because AI is the next era. In the next 5 years, AI will Gen AI and AI will play a huge role in business announcement and customer service and other things where we human intervention is not required, and where we can do this more things in an automated way without any human errors. So do one POC, do one project. One project doing will give you an idea inside what it is, and don't get fear that it's a new technology or it's a costly or it's something, but it is not a costly. Definitely there will be a huge ROI if you take 3 years, 5 years plan. So this is what is my suggestion to the fellow CRs.
Thank you once again for giving your best, for sharing these wonderful pieces of advice with us today. While we wrap up, like I suggested earlier, we also have a couple of rapid fire questions planned for you. Just
Okay.
the first thing that comes to your mind. So, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Great. My first question to you is one technology that you cannot live without.
So technology, I will
Any
say,
piece of tech.
means smartphone. In that smartphone, all technologies comes, my internet, other apps. So currently, without smartphone, it's very difficult. Means it is like
Absolutely.
a one part of our can say organ. So smartphone is where something which is very much difficult to live without that.
Absolutely. One word that defines your leadership style.
So I have worked more collaboratively, and I think that is what I will say, because I have to work with different business leads, different business people, and so collaborative. I will define myself as a more
Collaboration is the
leadership
key
side.
for you then.
Yeah.
Great. Next, AI or blockchain, if you had to pick a bet or, which would lead the next 5 years of innovation?
You see, both AI and blockchain have a immense potential, but I will bet for AI for next 5 years because lots AI has lots of investment is already been done and lots of use cases been done by many people, and I think it is very forefront to adapt also. Blockchain also has a very much potential, but still we regulatory side lots of clearance and other things are left. So I'll opt right now currently with AI.
Great. If not tech, what would you be doing today?
If not tech, definitely I had of my father business, but I didn't opted that. But I would have been definitely with some sports in a sports world, doing something with the sports world because I am very much interested in sports, typically cricket or something. But would be definitely associated with the sports. That is what I could have.
Wonderful. Any favorite sports player from the Indian cricket team?
There are lots of sports players, definitely, but definitely we grown up looking Kapil Dev, Sachin Tendulkar, but now this current generation are definitely. I think these are guys are more AI based players. They play like anything. Like initially, now every 20 overs match there is 200 plus. Still, it is difficult to win. So now the young generation are definitely. But cricket is something which I like, and there are lots of other players. I like AB de Villiers was one of the best. He is retired, but he was one of the best. I used to like him also as a foreign, not from India. So that
Great. And lastly, your favorite productivity hack.
I'll just say favorite productive hack is Pomodoro technique. It's basically taking one project, doing putting and potential in that, taking a break once it has been done, seeing what is the things gone wrong, correcting it, and then again starting a new project, saying that same mistake doesn't happen, and again completing that project and taking a break again and realizing this. So this way taking in break in between after completing one project, taking another project. This is what my hack is.
There's enough breathing space of between these projects
Yeah,
that you're
definitely.
doing.
After doing this, what was the things helped you? What are the things you enjoyed? What are the things went wrong? And how would have could been went right? Would have done the same thing in the next project? You don't repeat. That is definitely that break is required to realize after going or to start with that new
Right.
project again.
So it's called Pomodoro technique.
Yeah.
I'm correct. Okay, okay, great. I think we all can learn a thing or two from this technique and we can all take some inspiration perhaps. Again, that was it. That was our rapid fire round. And thank you once again, Mr. Shah, for joining us, sharing your wonderful insights on this episode today, and also helping us with some best advices and the Pomodoro technique as well while we wrap up. I most certainly look forward to having more such conversations with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.